baseball as Juan Pierre, Alexi Ramirez, A.J. Pierzynski, and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Jose Bautista and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi, everybody, and welcome. I'm Ken Harrelson along with Steve Stone as we get set to bring you the first of this final three-game series. They took 2 out of 3. So the Sox come in with 3 games back of Cleveland with 3 to go. Obviously, do the math, and it's easy to do. But tonight, Axelrod on the ball.
Dylan Axelrod has a chance to maybe make an impression for next year. He doesn't have a record this year. He does have an ERA in the 4s. He moves the ball in and out. He's got a pretty good idea and pretty good feel for pitching. He was 9-3 this year in the minor leagues, so he can pitch. We know that. We'll see how he fares against a pretty good hitting Toronto Blue Jay lineup. Dustin McGowan goes to the mound for the Blue Jays, and a couple of years ago, this was their #1 prospect. He threw real hard, had great stuff, hurt his arm, had 4 different surgeries. Had Tommy John, 2 shoulder surgeries, and a knee surgery. Now he's throwing the ball 95 again, so we'll see how good he is. At his best, he's real good.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
White Sox baseball. Experience wellness everywhere. Subway. Every day at Subway, choose from many delicious regular footlong subs for just $5. Subway. Eat fresh. Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or go to shophonda.com and find great values on a new Honda. AT&T Uverse. Find out more of what's possible at att.com. AT&T. Rethink possible. And by United. Proud to fly the Chicago White Sox.
information, call 1-800-XFINITY today. Let's take a look at tonight's matchup. And they match up very similar. You see the Blue Jays one game over 500. Our Sox 500, but the batting average very close. Runs per game, close enough. A half game difference between the Blue Jays and our Sox. Home runs, the Blue Jays have more power, largely because of Bautista. And the ERA, our pitching staff has been better than theirs. But it all pencils out to two teams up the track in their respective divisions. So let's take a look at how the Blue Jays are going to line up. Mike McCoy leading off, and then it's Eric Thames, Bautista, the big bat in the middle with Lind, Johnson, Aaron Sevilla, Tien, Rasmus, and Lowen in right field and hitting ninth. The degree defensive setup and how they'll line up behind Dylan Axelrod, Pierre, Diaza, and Viciedo. The infield, Morel, Ramirez, Beckham, and Flowers. A.J. Przinsky behind the plate. And the aforementioned Dylan Axelrod is our Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher. He doesn't have a record. He does have a 4.26 ERA. Control has been spotty at times, but he's averaged over a strikeout per innings, and that's somewhat surprising. Follow all of tonight's stats and info in real time with White Sox In-Game Live, only at csnchicago.com, brought to you by The Great Escape. So a little chilly here, 57 degrees at game time. The wind will be somewhat of a factor tonight, blowing in for the moment from right field. So we did have some rain. The field was covered. Roger Bossert and his crew did a great job of getting it back together again and getting it ready for an on-time start. So they're throwing the ball around. We're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox Baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you could join us for the first of this final series of 2011. Mike McCoy will lead it off. .30-year-old shortstop, hitting at .203. A homer, he's driven in 9. And the first pitch of the ball game is up and in. High pop up. Can of corn for Alejandro. 1 out. Blue Jays come in hitting at .250 as a team with a 4.34 ERA. Blue Jays one game over at 80 and 79. On the road, they're 38 and 40. And 42 and 39 at home.
Eric Thames has done a pretty decent job this year.
First year in the big leagues, hitting at .269, 12 homers, 36 knocked in. He's just 24 years old. Beckham's got him. And quickly 2 out.
Take a look at the umpires for tonight's game. Field and Culbreth behind the plate. Gary Cedarstrom, the crew chief, is at first. Lance Barksdale is at second. And Adrian Johnson is at third.
So here's Jose Bautista at .304. 43 homers, 103 driven in. And yesterday in the game, here's what he did. That's him. Out. But he's back in there tonight with an 0-2 count. Last year, 54 homers, 124 driven in. So he's figured it out. Not a big guy. Had him listed at 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. But he has a tremendously live bat.
Yeah, very, very good bat speed. And he's hitting over 300, which for a slugger is surprising.
Well, he's figured out how to get the hang time as he gone. 1-2-3 inning for Dylan. After a half inning of play, it's the Blue Jays nothing and our guys coming to bat.
Viciedo, Dunn, Morel, Diaza, Flowers, and Gordon Beckham playing second and hitting ninth. The degree defensive setup and how they'll line up behind McGowan. Thames, Rasmus, and Lowen in the outfield. Tian, McCoy, Johnson, and Lind at first. Aaron Sevilla behind the plate. And the Lexus pursuing perfection starting pitcher is Dustin McGowan. He's 0-1, hasn't had an opportunity to throw all that much this year. Coming back from a lot of arm problems. The control hasn't been there. The stuff has, though. And he'll probably have to wait till next year to figure out if he's coming back with that same stuff that he had before he was operated on.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours as Juan Pierre will lead it off. Corners in close. McGowan, 29 years old, 6'3", 235 pounds. Born in Savannah, Georgia, now resides in Little Wissy, Georgia. That ball lined hard into left field. Fighting the lights was Thames. 1 out.
Juan hit the ball hard, and many times when you don't get the ball above those lights, it becomes a problem for the outfielder, and Thames stuck with it.
So here's Alexei. Seems like every outfielder like a park in hitting. Every hitter has a park he just hates to hit in, or he has a park he just loves to hit in. A lot of outfielders have a park they just hate to play in.
Sometimes you just can't pick up the baseball.
The one I hated was Big A in Anaheim, especially on a day game.
I was going to say he played a lot of day games there.
A lot of outfielders hated to play at Fenway. It didn't bother me. So it's just all like a fingerprint, individual. The 0-2 pitch. He did not go, says Gary Cederstrom. This is the 5th meeting of the year. In the 4 games we played them up in Canada, they won 3 of them. Two and two. Yeah, before McGowan went down 3 years ago, he had Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, of all their young pitchers, he was the guy that was the most highly rated.
Four surgeries.
If you come out the other end of that one and still have decent stuff, consider yourself ahead of the game. 07, he was 12-10 in 27 starts.
Off the end of the bat, pops up into short left field. McCoy now gives way to Thames. So with 2 out, let's check on our picks to click tonight. Jim Angio, our director and crew, went with Juan Pierre. Steve's going with Diaza, and my good friend down in Elkhart, Indiana, George Thomas, and we're going to go with A.J. Pierzynski. And here he is. A.J. at 285, 8 homers, 47 knocked in. There's a shot for a base hit. A.J. never stopped on his way to second. So they're going to give him a single. Error 9.
Lowen, a converted pitcher, former #1 draft choice of the Baltimore Orioles. Decided to go the Rick Ankiel route. Go from the mound, try to make it as a hitter. And this time, he just can't come up with the baseball.
And here's Tanks. Tanks at 264, a homer. He's driven in 5. Outfield slightly to the right. That ball lined hard. And souvenir right side. And here, beautiful U.S. Cellular Field. 330 down the left field line. 335 down the right field line. 375 in the gap, send 400 straightaway center. One and two to the 22-year-old. Outfielder, first baseman. We're going to have a lot of fun watching this young man play. Long look in to Aaron Sebia. He didn't have that many pitches, JP.
I think he's having a hard time seeing his fingers. He's got reflective, either tape or probably polish on his fingers. And then when he shook them off the first time, he then went to pumps outside the chest protector. Take a look at his right hand. Goes through the pumps on the outside, and then you can see his fingers reflecting with that paint.
As he got him. Bad breaking ball. And that'll retire the side. After one, no score. As Dan talks sports with your favorite athletes, celebrities, and sports media personalities. So get your sports day started with the Dan Patrick Show weekday mornings from 8 to 11 right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Adam Lynn will lead it off for the Blue Jays here in the top of the second inning.
He had some problems going from an everyday DH, which is where he spent almost his entire early portion of his career. And this year, they put him at first base, and his body just didn't hold up. So he had to take some time off. Now he's back. He's always been a destructive hitter.
Oh, he can swing that bat. Here are his numbers. 28 years old. Takes first pitch strike. Yeah, he's been a good hitter since he first came into this league. As a youngster. Up high. Detroit leading Cleveland 4-0.
Make it 5.
Your iPad is faster than mine.
It's, well, I got 3,000 gigabytes or gigawatts. I don't know, whatever they have. Sometimes I get the score before they even score.
I got the same thing you got. It's just slower, that's all. And he gone.
2 strikeouts in a row for young Dillon. That ball in the dirt. Lynn goes after it.
So the young man from Muncie, born in Muncie, now resides in Anderson, Indiana, is retired. And here is Johnson. Kelly Johnson hitting at .269 in that Toronto uniform with 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Last year for the D-backs, hit .284 with 26 homers and drove in 71.
He could always swing the bat. The question was his defense. But as a hitter, he's pretty tough. Started with Atlanta, I believe.
Yep. 0-2. Now it's 1-2. And now make it 6-0. Alex Avila's just knocked in his 3rd run of the game. He has 81 RBIs.
Nice year.
Big year for Alex. And earlier when the Tigers were really struggling, he and Cabrera were the mainstays.
And the question is for Jim Leland, how you're going to get Avila and Martinez in the ball game together. And with that in mind, they've been having Cabrera take some ground balls at third base, trying to have all 3 in the lineup.
That ball is ripped into right field, so you can cancel a post-game show. First hit for Toronto. Well, the way he plays first is no reason he can't play third. Of course, he has played third in the past. Yep. But he has played a terrific first base this year, at least against us in the 18 games we played.
Well, I don't think hands will be a problem, and he certainly is quick enough.
Aaron Sebia hitting at .221, but he has 23 homers and 78 driven in. Now that's a hard .221.
One more homer and he'll set the all-time rookie record for Toronto Blue Jays catchers. A lot of youngsters having good years. Trumbo leading the way. Aaron Sebia, as you see, second. Hosmer, who got to the big leagues late. And Thames. And Karp of Seattle.
Foul back.
What Toronto really likes about this young man is that he's come along by leaps and bounds defensively. He could swing the bat, that wasn't the problem, but his defense has been much improved over the course of this season.
Count hangs at 1-2. Ball in the LG Skyline Club seats. And a reminder, Camarena Tequila and the Sox are teaming up because one lucky fan and a guest will be chosen to escape the cold Chicago winter with an all-expense-paid trip to Glendale, Arizona to take the field at the White Sox Fantasy Camp January 16th through the 23rd. But child, didn't want to do that.
See where AJ sets up. He wants it inside. Just not quite that far inside.
But that is January 16th through the 23rd, 2012. So you have to visit a participating Chicagoland Spirits retailer to get your entry form because entries must be postmarked by November 18th. That's postmarked by November 18th. Old friend Mark Tien Takes inside. Mark 184, 4 homers, 13 knocked in that Toronto uniform.
There's John Danks and Mark Burley yelling at Mark Teahan. There it is. Ask him what he's doing down there, third base.
Ball hit hard but foul. I tell you, Burley and Danks, that's Heckle and Jekyll. If there were two guys who could be bench jockeys in today's culture, it'd be
those guys.
Yeah.
Well, John couldn't have picked a better guy to come up to the major leagues with and have mentor him.
I told Johnny that. I said, Johnny, you've been so lucky to have Don Cooper and Mark Burley side by side with you. One out, 2 on, and a 3-1 pitch. And that'll load him up. So Axelrod getting in some trouble with that single. Hit batsman, now the walk.
Here's a look at Mr. Cooper. Sitting right next to Herm Schneider.
And here's Colby Rasmus. 25-year-old outfielder. Hitting at 187, 3 homers, 13 driven in that Blue Jay uniform. Last year at St. Louis at 276 with 23 homers and 66 knocked home.
He just fell out of favor there, and they thought a new start would do him good.
Line shot. And they missed the bag. Bad throw by Flowers.
Pretty good idea. After the line drive, he goes to second.
Good job by Alexei just to make that catch.
I think he might have strained that side, left side. There's not much side to strain.
So here's Lewin at 179, a homer and 3 driven in. He's 5 for 28. And we got the 8th grade class from St. Francis Xavier from Wilmette in attendance tonight. And also our good buddy, former Sox first baseman Carlos May is here as that's into left field. One is there, makes the catch, that'll retire the side. He pitches out of it after an inning and a half, still no score. promise. The perfect match promise. Bring home that big TV of your dreams, and satisfaction, they guarantee it. Satisfaction is guaranteed. Ray Sleva and all the great people at Best Buy. And right here, no score, bottom of the second. Tigers leading Cleveland 6-0. That's Pfister against Ubaldo in that one, and they lose 3 in a row. We win 3 in a row. Tie.
Well, our youngster got out of a tough jam last inning. Bases loaded, only 1 out, and Axelrod was equal to the task. The appeal, Adrian Johnson says no, he did not.
Adam at 161. 11 homers and 42 driven in. And there's one thing that's for certain. There's not a player or a fan in Cook County who will be happier than this man right here to see this season over.
You're not kidding. Yeah, what I like is he told all our media guys, and he gets along very well with them, and he told them, look, boys, ask all the questions you want about this year, because when this is over, I'm never talking about it again. I just want to let you know, it stays on the last day of the season. It's over. It will be over forever.
I couldn't have handled it as well as he has, I'll tell you that.
Well, that one took a couple of Blue Jays off the dugout rail.
People are always asking me about what's wrong with Dunn. I don't know. If we knew, we'd have told it.
And he certainly doesn't know, because he's tried a few different things. Nothing seems to work.
He's a wonderful guy, though, and a terrific teammate. That makes something like this even hurt more. Now, if he was a butthole, it'd be different. And that's ball 4. And you can join White Sox fan favorite Joe Creedy and other current and former players at Sox Fest 2012. That's January 27th, 8th, and 9th at the Palmer House Hilton. Sox Fest 2012 hotel packages and weekend passes are on sale right now and exclusively at whitesox.com. That is always a big event. Brent with a 2-0 count. Brent hitting at 251, 10 homers and 41 driven in.
But the last 23 games is when he's putting it all together offensively. 8 home runs, 19 runs batted in, and even more amazingly, 14 walks.
Just ate him up right there. Drops the ball.
Well, he made a mistake. If you're going to drop the ball, then throw to first, get the out there, and then get done in a rundown. But he didn't. So we get a much better base runner out. So it's a decent enough thought process, but then the thinking kind of ends.
That'll bring up Alejandro. 317, 4 homers and 23 RBIs.
We're not going to get a chance to see their talented young third baseman, Brett Lawrie. He's out for the rest of the year, broke his finger. And what a start he had to this season in the big leagues.
Ball hit him.
Tries to lay down a bunt and gets a slider right off the shin. He's got the shin guard on his right leg, but he got hit off the left shin. Now Hermie and Ozzie are coming out there. Hermie's going to win the race. He's very fast.
The scores: Atlanta was leading Phillies 2-0, is now tied at 2. Bottom of the 5th down in Georgia. St. Louis taking on the Cardinals the final 3 games. In Texas, no score, top of the 3rd. So the Cardinals now seemingly with an excellent opportunity as they just trail St. Louis, or check that, Atlanta by 1 game in the race for the wild card.
That's Cliff Lee going to the mound for Philadelphia.
Tampa Bay got their road to work. They got the Yankees for the final 3 games, while Boston's taking on the Orioles in Baltimore.
Tampa leading 4-2. However, they were trailing that game 2-0. Come back to take the lead.
So here's Flowers. Tyler at 208, 3 homers and 12 driven in. First pitch strike. That one at 93. That one at 94 in the count, 0-2. Low and away, so 1-2 the count to Flowers. Now Johnny Damon has an RBI single in that game, and B.J. Upton has a 2-run double. Cano has a homer off James Shields. That's number 28 for Robinson. And he has 2 RBIs, 118.
That's good.
That ball hit deep. Way back. They just look up. You can put it on the board. Yes. Yes. A long 3-run homer by Tyler Flowers. Sox lead it 3-0.
Fourth home run. He's driven in 15. And he gets a rolling curveball. This ball doesn't do much, and Tyler just seemingly flicks it out of the ballpark.
So the walk and the hit by pitch. And here's Beckham. Takes ball 1. And of course, with that home run by Flowers, the Alex Snellius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 152. So $15,200 donated by Alex Snellius in loving memory of Ursula.
That was a blast from the young first baseman. He's taking over Paulie's spot tonight, so figures he got hit home runs from there.
Yeah,
he did.
That's as good as any. There's the strike. Two and two the count. Pops him up right side. Johnson wavering, surrounding the wagons, hauls it in. 2 down.
And Adam Lind is saying you get those all the way tonight.
Here's Pierre. He lined out hard to left field.
The wind looks like it's going to knock it down to right, but it's going to take it out to left.
Foul. Outfield short. Swung well around to the left. Two and one to count. Now make it 3-1. Boston leading Baltimore 2-1. Bottom of the 5th at Camden Yards. Chopper, 2-hopper. And that'll do it. The 3-run homer by Tyler Flowers. We'll go to the third. 3-0 Sox. Top of the third inning. It'll be McCoy, Thames, and Bautista. Oh, and 2 the count. He gone. Third strikeout for Axelrod.
Dillon doesn't have good enough stuff to strike you out in the strike zone. But because he's ahead a lot, he wipes out a lot of hitters out of the strike zone. That's a pretty good breaking ball.
Baines grounded out to second. And count 2-1. And a full count.
Bautista in the on-deck circle, putting together just another phenomenal season.
Ball hit hard. Look at the play by Tyler. Get over there. He will. All right, big man. Pick it, Wilson.
He takes away a double away from Eric Thames. This is a rocket seemingly headed into the corner. But Tyler has other ideas. Nice play. And Dillon, of course, has to get over there and does just in time.
So here's Bautista. He struck out. Oh, he got a cookie right there, and he is hot. Can't blame him. Most of the time, that man will hit that pitch out of this ballpark. Meanwhile, 1-2-3, and it is still 3-0 Sox.
Who've hit 200 plus home runs in each league. That's a pretty tough one. You think about that. We'll get back to you a little later in the game with the answer.
Alexei Ramirez will lead it off. He'll be followed by Pierzynski and then Viciedo. Alexei 0 for 1 popped up to left field. Dustin McGowan. I mentioned he was born in Savannah, Georgia, now resides in Little Wissy, Georgia. Little Wissy, in its own right, a little fame a few years ago. AAA had to take Little Wissy off there routing south, because if the speed limit was 25 and you went 26, you got a ticket.
Good for city revenues.
They had to finally take them off. They have always had good basketball teams in Little Wissy, though. We used to play them when I was going to Benedictine and Savannah. The 3-1 pitch. So the dreaded leadoff walk. Yeah, they were famous for that. You could not. And then if you were, for an example, if speed limit was 25 and you're going, say, 15, they'd give you a ticket for going too slow. So here's AJ. He had a solid single into right center field, and then when Lewin went over, bobbled it a little bit, couldn't pick it up. He got an error on that, and AJ went into second. Bottom of the 7th in Detroit, still 6-0 Tigers over Cleveland. There's a ball hit back through the middle, hits a glove, and he's safe at second. Ball was scalded by AJ. Meanwhile, it could have been a double play.
Deflected off McGowan's glove. If he caught it with the glove, it'd have been a force out. He didn't, and it goes as a base hit.
Well, here's Tanks, struck out on a bad breaking ball. Lays off that breaking pitch. Bottom of the 3rd down in Texas. Houston leading the Cardinals 2-1. Philadelphia leading Atlanta 3-2. That's in the top of the 6th inning in Georgia. That ball hit hard. Caught by Lewin. So that's a rocket off the bat of VICIEDO. And a mistake by Alexei. If he didn't get to it, he's going to score anyway.
Yeah, got to go back to the bag. He didn't.
So here's Dunn. Those things have to come instinctively, or you have to think about them, one or the other. There's Harris a strike. Adams started off that free run second with the base on balls. A lot of times what they'll tell you when they don't do that is that they did not check the outfielders. Almost a lost art.
As I say, mistake number 1.
So easy to do. And yet it's not taught enough or harped on or drilled into enough. 1-2 the count to big Adam Dunn. Ball gets away. Both runners will advance. So we'll see if that's a pass ball.
We're going to charge him with a wild pitch. That's one Aaron Sebia might tell you that he should have knocked down at the very least.
And the count 2-2 to Dunn.
Goes up and out of the zone and strikes him out.
Brent Morel is left up to him. Hit into a 3-6 fielder's choice. Hit a little check swing semi-line drive that was dropped by Lynn. But he got the force on Dunn at second. Off the plate, 1-1.
He got that one up there at 96 in a pretty decent spot.
Now McGowan with the edge, a ball and 2 strikes. In game 2 tomorrow, I hope it's not, but it could be the final outing in a White Sox uniform for Mark Burley. So make your plans to be with us here at the ballpark. If you can't, that game will be over WCIU. And on Wednesday afternoon, as I said, I hope it's not. What an asset he has been. In the finale, Philip Humber against Brandon Morrow, and that game right back here on Comcast Sportsnet. Been one of the best guys. It's been my pleasure to have been around in 52 years in this game. And the other guy right beside him, also one of the best, Paul Konerko. Got him on a bad breaking ball, and that'll retire the side. We'll go to the 4th. It is still 3-0 Sox.
Taco Bell. Open 1 a.m. or later.
Three nothing good guys. Top of the fourth inning. Lind, Johnson, and Aaron Sebia. 3-run homer by Tyler Flowers. A bomb. That ball in deep into center field. Back. Right in front of the Bacardi sign.
That wind knocked that one down, because that ball looked like it was headed out of the park. And it wasn't. Lind hit it a long way, but to the wrong part of the park. A rolling breaking ball.
Bacardi at the park. Right across the street from U.S. Cellular Field. Here's Johnson. He's singled back in the second inning. Oh, 0-2 the count. Pretty good pitch, did not get it.
Great 0-2 pitch, because it looked tantalizing enough, just didn't get the benefit of the call. There's pitch tracks.
Ate him up. And 2 down. And a reminder, our brand new state-of-the-art team store, Chicago Sports Depot, will be open in November, featuring all pro sports teams, Big Ten, and a college corner. Chicago Sports Depot has the perfect gift for you or your family. So visit WhiteSox.com for more information on Chicago Sports Depot. There's a strike there in Sebia. He was hit by a pitch. And very quickly the count 0-2. He gone. 1, 2, 3 inning. That's 8 in a row now retired by Dylan Axelrod.
Home runs in each league. And we'll show you. Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Robinson, Mark McGuire, Fred McGriff, and Bad Vlad Guerrero. There have been 5 of them. Not an easy trick.
Wow.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. I had 4. I couldn't come up with McGriff.
He was very much of an under-the-radar slugger.
Yeah,
if you could be an under-the-radar slugger with that many home runs.
Yep. Diaz, Flowers, and Beckham, lower third of our order. Alejandro was hit by a pitch and scored. That was in the second inning. 3-3-0 for our guys, 0-1-1 for their guys. High into left center field. One out. And a reminder, White Sox fans, we want your feedback. So log on to your computer and take a quick survey, and you'll have a chance to win an autographed White Sox player photo or 2 free tickets to an April or May game next season. So visit whitesox.com/survey. Flowers. High. Major league pop up into center field.
Last time at bat, our Xfinity high-speed action replay, it went equally as high. It just went a whole lot farther. A rolling breaking ball, and that's the difference in this 3-0 game, the 3-run homer.
Halfway up those seats. And he was off balance. Here's Gordon. Popped up to second base. 2-0 the count. It's 3-0. Juan Pierre on deck. That's the third walk issued by McGowan. And here's Pierre, who's lined hard to left. Hopper to second base. First pitch strike. Nice gap out there in right center if he can find it. Watch out. Tigers now leading Cleveland 8-0. That game in the bottom of the 8th at Comerica Park. Off the glove. So that'll be a base hit for Pierre.
There have been a lot of caroms tonight that have gone in our favor. It's always a good sign. That was a straight change. One got out there. Adam Lind deflected it. And deflected it away from Johnson.
Here's Alexei. He has popped up to left and he has walked. Guessing first ball, fastball strike. Got first ball, breaking ball, ball. But he swings at it 0-1.
Yeah, some hitters are going to make up their mind. If it stays in the park, I'm swinging.
Oh, shoot. Everybody's done that.
And they just get outguessed.
I remember when I was in Kansas City, I was in such a funk at the plate. It was like 1 for 30. And I was hitting against a guy named Dick Donovan.
Tricky Dick Donovan. I remember him.
Who had a good spitter.
He was right here.
A good one.
With our Sox.
That's into right field. And that'll retire the side. We'll go to the fifth. It is 3-0. And if you're the 500th texter, you could win $5 footlong subs from Subway. Cold cut combo. Steve likes the meatball.
I do.
Oh, I also like that Italian.
They keep adding new choices seemingly every other day.
Yeah, and Mike Leary got me on that flatbread, and I like it. That cold cut combo with the flatbread on the flatbread. Three 3-0 Sox here in the top of the fifth. Martian. There's a base hit, so Mark, who walked his first trip, starts it off here with a single. Mark is just a super nice guy. Wish him the best. All kinds of rumors flying around about that man behind Joey Cora. As here is Rasmus. Can't get that one. 11-0. Detroit leading the Indians and threatening for more. 0-2. I was telling you about Dick Donovan, though, but I was in that funk, and I knew he was going to throw me a spitter first pitch. And I was looking, down.
Yeah.
That ball bounced about 8 feet in front of the plate, and I still swung at it. I just had made up my mind I was going to swing at it because I knew he was going to throw it to me. Tricky Dick Donovan. 1-2. High pop up. Tyler. AJ says thank you. 1 out.
That one was up there high enough for just about anybody to come get it. A lot easier play for a first baseman than a catcher, however.
Here's Adam Lewin. He lined out hard to left field. Breaking ball strike. Bottom of the 7th in Atlanta, still 3-2 Philadelphia. Houston now leading St. Louis 4-1. Top of the 5th inning. Down to juice boxes. There's a bullet by Flowers. So a double. And trouble will be brewing. 1 out. Ducks on the pond.
Lowen crushes this fastball. Gets out away from him. Hits it hard enough that Flowers, who was holding Tien close, couldn't react. First major league double.
Mike McCoy has gone out to center and struck out. 30-year-old shortstop. And that's popped up. Got a good pitch to hit and couldn't do anything with it. He's hot, as he should be. 2 down. Big hack. And the count 2-1. And it's 2-2.
the rain is starting to come down a bit.
Yeah, we need one more out.
And don't have to worry about the rain.
Nope. Jess got a piece of that one. Well, I tell you, Steve, my phone is just lighting up here with all kinds of rumors flying around about Ozzie.
Well, we'll see.
He gone, and this game is official. Sox lead at 3-0. Seattle from Jimmy Olsen and Seattle everywhere.
Intrepid reporter.
Yeah.
Carlos Villanueva comes in the game at 6-4, ERA 4.11. This is his 33rd game. He inherits a 3-run deficit as McGowan goes 4. Gives up the 3 runs on the 3-run homer. 4 hits overall.
That's all right. McGowan threw the ball well. That's the only thing they're looking for right now.
He got the fastball to 95-96.
Yeah. As long as he threw the ball well. Control is not what he wanted it to be, but I like McGowan. Boy, he had that Nintendo stuff before getting injured. AJ is 2 for 2. Besides that, I like him. He was born in Savannah. High in the short center field. So AJ now 2 for 3. He hit 2 right on the button for singles. Here's Tanks. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout, and then he hit one right on the button with 2 on, nobody out in the third. A bullet into right center field that Bowen made the catch on.
Well, Boston is in a must-win situation. They're trailing Baltimore 6-2 in the top of the 7th in Baltimore.
Trying to get that Tampa Bay Yankee game on. And Pitch inside. 2-1 to count. That ball hit high into right center field.
Wrong part of the park tonight.
Well, no, he didn't. If he hits it, I don't care where we're playing. We can play no hair. It's going to be fun to watch DAYAN VICIEDO hit. He is going to be. He got a chance to be a legitimate monster. So here's Adam. A walk and a strikeout. First pitch strike. Tampa Bay hitting in the bottom of the seventh, still leading 4-2. So he's pitching tomorrow. Cologne against Hellickson tomorrow. There's a strike. In Boston, Bedard for the Red Sox and to be determined for the Orioles. 2-2. And Bedard's been having his troubles.
Yes.
It's full. And once again, a reminder. Hopefully not, but it could be tomorrow night. Final appearance in a White Sox uniform for Mark Burley. We'll go to the sixth. Still leading 3-0.
Year with 40 or more home runs, 100 or more runs scored, 100 or more runs driven in, 100 walks, and 600 slugging percentage. What a year.
Fouls that straight back over Steve's head. He has struck out and popped up to AJ. And he's just 30 years old. He found out how to get the hang time. Stands close to that plate. The back foot determines how close you are to the plate, not how the front foot. That's about as close as any right-handed hitter in the American League. He's got that foot almost across the white line.
He tried to use that little cutter on the inside part of the plate, but got it too far in.
Fouls it straight back.
I don't know, for a very peaceful year, all of a sudden the last few games, this has been like doing this game from a driving range.
I'll tell you, you should have seen old Tiger Stadium.
I did. Oh, I did.
I'm talking from the booth, did you?
Yeah, that was absurd.
Oh, great.
Oh yeah, terrific. I would hide behind the monitors. You were closer to the hitter than the pitcher was.
That was there in Fenway, in the old Fenway, before they moved it way up. Those are the two best spots to broadcast from because you're right on top of home plate.
Well, you were that. Ernie Harwell had a net he had in front of him.
Yeah. And that's ball 4. So the leadoff walk. First walk issued by Axelrod. Yeah, Wimpy used to sit right in the corner behind the monitor with a glove on.
It's exactly what I did. That was about as close as you could ever get, I think, without being in the batter's box.
High and wide. Lind has struck out, and then leading off the 4th, went out deep to center, taking De Anza right back in front of Bacardi at the park sign.
I do know one thing, it kept your attention on the field.
No doubt. That's a high pop-up. One out. I was doing a game there. Forget who was hitting anyway. He foul went straight back at my head, so I just ducked like this. The ball went back, hit the back, ball came back and hit me right in the back of the head. Kelly Johnson has singled and gone out 1-3.
Don Cooper's already made a call to the bullpen. I think it's Will Oman.
We got to find a way to hold this 3-run lead here, or this lead, and get Dillon his first major league win.
Yeah. Personally, I'd call it right about here. This rain is really fierce.
That's high. Wynn taking it. And Tank stays right with it. That's a good job of staying with it.
But without that wind, that ball is way back there. You told the wind was blowing in from right field, and it kept pushing it over into foul territory. Good concentration.
He had to make 3 or 4 different adjustments right there.
Yep.
That'll bring up Aaron Sebia. Hit by a pitch and struck out. Not going to do anything with that one.
Dillon is playing the elements tonight. Let him hit it to right and right center field.
Yeah, on Lind and Johnson.
Here's our AT&T U-verse multi-view. You get the shot from center field. A look at Aaron Sebia. Then a look down the line at Morel in case he pulls it. And a side shot of Dillon.
A ball and 2 strikes to the 25-year-old catcher. Last year in Las Vegas, he had 301, 32 homers, and drove an 85. This year, hitting at 220, 23 homers, and 78. So a terrific rookie season. He gone. It is 3-0 White Sox. Bartlett, who was the winner in the Best Buy in Chicago All Access Instant Win and Sweepstakes. So stop by your local Best Buy store to see what you could win. Bottom of the 6th inning, Sox 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Blue Jays no runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. Morel, Piazza, and Flowers. Bottom of the 8th in Atlanta, Philadelphia 4, Braves 2. $21,320. Cover the fastball. Not the breaking ball. Went 0 for 2. Hit into a 3-6 fielder's choice and then scored. That was in the 2nd inning. All 3 runs across the plate if you're just tuning in. 3-run homer. A blast out of here by Tyler Flowers. Final now from Detroit, 14-0. Tigers beat the Indians. Orioles hitting in the bottom of the 7th, leading Boston 6-2. Cardinals hitting in the top of the 6th, trailing Houston 4-2. That's into right field. That's a can of corn. So here's Piazza. Alejandro was hit by a pitch and scored in the second, and then went out to left field, leading off the fourth.
Playing him very shallow in center field, especially.
Not shallow enough.
Nope. Ball landed right in front of Rasmus.
That'll bring it Flowers.
Alejandro just keeps on impressing. That looked like either a splitter or a changeup. Just came floating over the middle of the plate. He took it right back up the middle.
And Tampa Bay leading the Yankees 5-2 now. And on first and third, 2 out, bottom of the seventh. There goes Diaz from his knees, not in time.
Well, he really didn't have much of a chance because Villanueva didn't even look at him. He was still holding the ball in the stretch when Diaz was on the run. So his 12th stolen bag of the year.
In 17 attempts.
Took advantage of a short nap on the part of Villanueva.
That is high and to right. Diaz tagging. He's not going to go anywhere. 2 down.
Now, when you're a former #1 draft choice as a pitcher, and then become a position player, especially when they put you in right, odds are you can throw. And Lowen can do that.
I know that double that he hit
that pretty
last
hard.
inning. That ball was killed.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time trying to get to the major leagues as a position player. Didn't have the early success of Rick Ankiel. Maybe he'll have some sustained success.
Gordon has popped to second and walked.
Kyle Drabek throwing in the pen.
Tian, nice play, and that'll retire to the side. We'll go to the seventh, still leading by 3. Galaxy White Sox postgame live. Watch highlights and get analysis from our Chuck and Bill. Plus, go live to Ozzy's postgame remarks Don't miss Galaxy White Sox postgame live immediately following the game on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. And this might be a good one for y'all to make sure you don't miss Ozzy's postgame remarks.
Will Oman comes into the game, and he's got a 3-run lead. Nice job by Dylan Axelrod. He went 6, gave up just 3 hits and no runs. Will at 1-3, ERA 4.33, 52 innings of work.
So here's Mark. Tien has walked and singled hard into right field. Two out, nobody on for the Yankees in the top of the 8th as they trail Tampa Bay 5-2. James Shields on the bump. What a year he's had.
Big game, James. 12 complete games.
That's a dying breed. Agents just won't allow it.
Especially in double figures. Jesse Crane loosening in the pen.
Just got a piece of it and a piece of the umpire, Fielding Colbert. He gone. 1 out.
Sweeping breaking ball. And Tien down on strikes. Nice stop by AJ.
So here's Rasmus. He is lined out hard to first, very hard, and then he popped up. High pop up to first. And talking about James Shields' 12 complete games, 68, Bob Gibson had 28 complete games for the Cardinals, and 68 and 69 he had 28 and didn't lead the league.
Now that was an era where if you didn't complete in the 20s and you were 1 or 2 starter for your team, you just were not helping the ball club because they had to go to the bullpen too much.
Juan Marichal had 30, and back in those days it was a different bullpen. It wasn't like today. They weren't constructed like the bullpens of today. It was a different culture. Bullpens back in those days, you might have 1 or 2 guys who were so to speak, quote specialists, relief specialists. The rest of the guys were starters who were going bad.
They were failed starters. They would just go out there and you'd say, go out there, we'll fit you in when we can. You can work on whatever it is you're doing wrong. And if we get an injury in the rotation, well, you can come back.
Well, I've heard many times, when I say many, I'm talking about 8 or 10 times in my career when I was playing first base, a manager come out to talk to the starting pitcher. And the starting pitcher say, well, who you got out there that's better than me? The manager couldn't answer it. I want to stay in this game. They didn't want anybody coming out of that bullpen. It was a different mindset.
Yeah, most of the time they were right. Now you do have some guys that are pretty much locked down, either setup men, certainly closers, but you have even 7th inning specialists, both right and left-handed.
Well, it's a battle of bullpens today. If you don't have a good bullpen, I don't care how good your starters are, you're going to lose. As there's a strike to Lloyd. That line drive to left, and then he double to right. Different. That's the biggest change in this game in the last 50 years. The bullpens. And it certainly has made a lot of agents a lot of money.
And it's made a lot of guys that could never close and could never start, that became quality setup men, also made them a lot of money.
It's made left-handers especially a lot of money. That's foul back and over our dugout. Two balls, two strikes, two out. That ball hit 2. A nice inning for Ullman. Lowen can run a little bit too. Meanwhile, 7th inning stretch, it is still 3-0 Sox. Here at beautiful U.S. Cellular Field. For tickets, call 312-674-1000 or visit whitesox.com.
Kyle Drabek comes into the game at 4-5, ERA up over 6. And this is a promising youngster. Left-handers have really hurt him. His control has not been great. But he was a crown jewel of the Philadelphia Philly organization and came over in the Roy Halladay deal.
A chopper foul by Pierre, so the count 0-2. Juan is 1 for 3. Let's get a couple more. Juan right here. 1 out. That wind has definitely been a factor in this game. If you're just joining us, or it could be a 3-3 tie.
Yeah, no doubt. There was a couple of shots hit by these Blue Jays. They hit them to right and right center. And Tyler Flowers hit it to left center, just kept on going.
Here's Alexei, 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch strike, right at 95. Ate him up. Johnson couldn't find the ears on it.
Relatively routine play that he just couldn't make.
Well,
he gets a
base hit.
Wow. Pitchers like this. Base hit on that. Wow.
Here's AJ. He's 2 for 3. 2 bullets. Back through the middle. And a nice play by McCoy to take a base hit away from AJ.
Best thing could happen on this is if Drabek would have kicked it with his foot. Nice play by McCoy.
And here's Tanks. He's 0 for 3 and he's hit the ball hard twice. Strike on the corner. One and one to count. Did not go. Bottom of the 8th in Baltimore, 6-2 Orioles over Boston. Bottom of the 8th in St. Pete, 5-2 Tampa Bay over the Yankees. That ball's hammered. Not going to get that one. Boy, I tell you, he can absolutely crush a baseball. Wow.
Our bat number 6. And this ball just explodes off the bat. Lowen took one step in and then realized that wind or no wind, this ball was going to get it way over his head.
So here's Adam. I will never forget that home run he hit to right center in Tucson. Ever. That's one of the longest homers I have ever seen a right-hander hit to the opposite field. Two and one to count to Dunn. 3-1. Now zone him in, reel him in, and light him up. Battle. And that's ball 4. So the play that should have been made was not made, has cost Graybeck a run. And the inning continues. Four 7-0 for us, 0-3-1 for them. If you're just joining us, Dylan Axelrod really pitched well. 6 innings, no runs, 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
Bruce Walton goes out there to have a talk with Graybeck. Just a young, hard-throwing right-hander. And control, very much a factor. As Perez starts loosening up in the pen.
So here's Brent. He's 0 for 3. He's due. Now back upper tank. Sox with 3 in the second, a 3-run homer by Tyler Flowers, and added 1 so far here in the bottom of the 7th. That RBI double by VICIEDO.
After a misplayed ball, set the stage for 4 outs in the inning.
That's a play that should have been made that wasn't made. Ian bobbles, now goes over to first base in time, and that'll retire the side. Pick up 1. We'll go to the 8th, leading 4-0.
sources.
Yeah.
Including our Chuck.
Top of the 8th inning. Top of the order. McCoy, Thames, and Bautista to face Jesse Crane.
Jesse comes in a great year, 8-3 ERA, 237. 68 strikeouts, 64 2/3 innings. And he's just been outstanding out of the bullpen pretty much this entire season.
Well, our pitching certainly was good enough to get us to the playoffs, but unfortunately other areas of musts weren't. McCoy 0 for 3. James Shields had 2 out in the top of the 9th. Yankees have a man aboard, and he is departing. Joe Madden has made the call of the pen, so he's 1 out away from pitching another complete game. One of the best changeups you want to see a right-hander have.
He can make it pretty much move any way he wants to.
That's out of play.
Shields hangs on to win this one. He'll be 16-12 as you look at Matt Thornton throwing in the pen. Or right now talking in the pen. He'll soon be throwing in the pen.
That's up high. Full count.
His Phillies defeated Atlanta. Now the ball's in the court of the St. Louis Cardinals, trailing 4-2.
And there's the base on balls to the leadoff man. Here's Eric Thames. He's 0 for 3.
Well, Doug Fister has been some pitcher since getting over to Detroit from Seattle.
7-1.
Something along those lines.
That was a great pickup. Boy, this young man here will turn it loose. Give him another year or two, and you'll be able to see some big numbers off this guy. Kyle Farnsworth in relief of James Shields. He gone. 1 out.
He got a little piece of it. AJ able to keep it in the glove. Shows it to Field and Culbreth. That's enough.
And here's Bautista. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Takes it high and wide. Red Sox hitting in the top of the 9th, trailing Baltimore 6-2. There's a strike. Tampa Bay 1 strike away from possibly tying the Red Sox for the wild card spot. Not too long ago, Red Sox had a 10-game lead.
Yeah, it's really an astonishing run by Tampa Bay.
And Boston. Two and one to count. Come on, Jesse, no walks. Outfielder straight up, about equidistant, spread out. There goes the runner. There's the throw. So a full count. So on base number 11 for McCoy. Two walks this inning by Crane.
Here comes
the tying run to the on-deck circle. Adam Lind, left-handed hitting first baseman.
He's going to face Matt Thornton.
Matt Thornton. And that Tampa Bay game is over. Here now, as we speak, a half game back to Boston, who is in trouble in Baltimore. But Matt Thornton comes on in. We'll be back.
Five this year, on for the 61st time. 3.43 ERA. He inherits Blue Jays base runners at first and second base. Only one out here in the 8th inning. The Sox have a 4-run lead.
And that's up high to Adam Lind. Lind is 1 for 3. Red Sox is threatening in the 9th. They scored 1, have the tying run at the plate. There they go.
I think AJ wanted to throw to second base because McCoy had a huge jump, and many times the trailer doesn't really hustle all that much. But nobody at second, so got to eat the baseball.
Goes through that one. Tying run at the plate in person of Adrian Gonzalez. The 2-2 pitch. There's a chopper. And out number 2. So they get on the board as McCoy will score.
Not such a bad situation because now, assuming we don't score in the bottom of the 8th, Sergio Santos will have a chance to pick up a save. That'll be his 30th.
There's Kelly Johnson. He's 1 for 3. Takes first pitch strike. And the count 0-2. Matt just coming right at him. Yes, he did. He gone. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th, leading 4-1.
p.m. on WCIU, and Wednesday the finale, Morrow against Umber. Final 2 games of the season. Our Felco remaining games left in this 2011 season.
And Baltimore has defeated Boston. So the Rays and the Red Sox are tied for the wild card. Red Sox have lost 19 of the last 25.
Chad Beck comes into the game on for the 3rd time. Nice size right-hander. The 4th of the pitchers for the Blue Jays tonight.
So here we go. Diaz, a 1 for 2. We'll lead it off. First pitch strike. And before we go any further, I want to thank, since this is the last game, that Mike Leary and Dave Ross, our producer and associate producer, will be doing. They're going to hockey. I want to thank them for another terrific year. As there's a little broken back grounder. Dave and I have been together for 16 years, and Mike now going on 10 years. It doesn't seem that long, but Mike is a budding superstar in the area of producing games. I've worked with a lot of people, a lot of producers in my 35 years. And this guy's as good as it gets. Thank you, guys.
And a new dad. And thank both of you for making our jobs a whole lot easier than they would normally be.
Couldn't do it without them. Could not do it without them. And of course, Jim Angio, of course, Jimmy will be with Jenny. I've been together for over a quarter of a century. And there's no question he's the best director in baseball. 29 years. He is the best. He gets it done. Gives all of our White Sox fans those great shots, year in and year out. And here's the big difference in this ball game. Back in the second inning with 2 on.
Didn't even seem to get a whole lot of it, but it went a mile.
3-run homer. That was his 4th of the season. He now has 15 RBIs, and that got Dylan Axelrod off to a nice, comfortable start. Two down. And a reminder, you can visit the official online shop of the White Sox at whitesox.com. Browse the largest selection of authentic team gear, including official caps, t-shirts, jerseys, collectibles, and more. So get your gear straight from the source. Shop whitesox.com. Here's Gordon, 0 for 2 with a walk. High pop up. So Chad Beck comes in, has himself an easy, what's that win? Easy 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the 9th, leading by 3.
nail down his 30th save of the year. He's 4-5 ERA, 334. He's 29 of 35. An opponent's hitting a paltry 177 against him. Right-handers especially have had very little chance.
J. Pierre Encibia, 0 for 2. He's also hit by a pitch. Martin on deck, and Colby Rasmus in the hole. First pitch strike. That one in 97.
Well, St. Louis has come back and tied Houston in the top of the 8th. That's a big one for them, seeing as Atlanta's already gone down to defeat. They would be tied in the wild card race.
That is huge.
It's
I'll tell you,
amazing.
People have just absolutely chastised Bud Selig for bringing in the wild card.
And look what it's done.
It's unbelievable. They did it for interleague play, and every time he's made a move, it's been a success, an unqualified success. High foul back. Then it won't come back. I remember when I first started playing this game, there were 16 teams. There were 8 in the American League and 8 in the National League. There were no divisions. And for many times, for 7 teams or 6 teams in each league, you get to August, late August, and there was no interest.
Sometimes not even you couldn't even get that far for some of the teams.
I mean, there was no interest. Now you go down to virtually the last day of the season. As much as you and I both, in essence, are what you call purists of the game. I love it, as you do. I hope they bring in 2 more.
No, they're going to bring. Yeah, they'll bring in 1 more wild card in each league.
Yeah,
and it'll be just as entertaining as it is now. But both of these races is back as 3.5, 4 weeks ago, it looked like there'd be no race at all.
Payoff pitch. And there's another leadoff walk. So here's Tien. Mark is 1 for 2. A walk, a hard single, and a strikeout. Takes first pitch strike. Base hit. So that leadoff walk's got us in trouble. Runners at the corners and nobody out, and tying run comes to the plate.
Fastball on the outer portion. A little too much of the plate. And Martin hits the ball hard enough to get it by Beckham.
Here's Rasmus. He's 0 for 3. Lined hard to first, popped up to first, and grounded out to second. Takes first pitch strike. Had him low and on deck. Change up in the dirt. So the count evens at 1. 4-7-0 for us, 1-4-1 for them, but they're getting ready to change that. Or trying to. Two and one. He gone.
Backdoor slider. Close enough.
Here's Lowen. Takes ball 1. Cardinals tied it up at 4, still hitting in the top of the 8th. They have men on second and third, 1 out. And a pop up to the infield. Ground number 2. There's a strike. And there's a strike. The Cardinals blow an excellent opportunity. Men on second, third, 1 out and pop it up. Now there's a close play at first base, and the Astros get out of it. As there's out number 2.
It's David Cooper coming on to pinch hit.
There goes a runner. There's a strike. And stay with us after the game is over. As we have an announcement to make. Ducks on the punt, 2 down, 1-1 to count. Close pitch, didn't get it.
This one could have gone either way. It went the other way.
The 3-1. And it goes full. Hard swinging. Eric Thames on deck. The ball hit deep in the left field. Pierre is off the wall. So that's going to score a pair, and it's a 4-3 ball game.
I thought that had a chance to go out of the ballpark.
So the leadoff walk, that will get you in a lot of trouble.
Now Cooper goes out for a pinch runner. It's Chris Woodward. This ball one hops the bottom of the fence. Woodward carries with him the tying run.
Don Wakamatsu, acting manager for John Farrell. So here we go. Tying run at second. And first pitch strike. Change up, not even close. Two and one to count. Thames sitting dead red, and he's going to get it. He got it and was tardy. That one at 96.
Put it right in the zone. A little too much on it.
The 2-2 pitch. Just didn't get a piece. to that slider. Ramon Castro. And once again, the 2-2. Well, the last 3 weeks, that slider has really eluded him.
Yeah, you just can't get a good feel for it. He'll throw one good one, 3 bad ones.
Well, you don't want the man on deck, so it'd be nice to get this guy right here. The payoff pitch. Another walk.
For another slider. Well, now you got to go against the league's most prolific power hitter with the game on the line.
This man has hit 97 home runs in the last 2 years. They just one simple thing about it, and you see it and I see it. He just overthrows the slider.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a part of it, Hawk. And I think also, you know, this is his first full year as a closer. Didn't even start out the year as a closer. A guy who wasn't a pitcher, and I think sometimes you just get a little fatigued both mentally and physically. And yeah, you can still get it up there 95, 96. It doesn't have the life that it had. And the slider, once you lose a feel for it, if you don't have a backlog to fall back on as far as a pitcher is concerned, and he doesn't, he's only pitched a few years, it's difficult to get it back. He'll be better for it next year.
Well, he had it great for about 3 months.
Yeah.
3.5, 4 months.
He did.
And now all of a sudden, you know, when you start overthrowing, it's like he has the last 3 weeks. As you mentioned, you're probably going to get one out of every 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's Bautista. Adam Lind on deck. Ball gets away.
It's a wild pitch and kind of hard to believe that Thames didn't run. It's a wild pitch, but you got to catch that one.
Dylan Axelrod in line to get his first major league victory. Came into this inning with a 3-run lead. Has seen it shrink to 1 with 2 outrunners at the corners. And now you don't think Bautista knows that slider's not going to be low?
It's like Groundhog Day for him. This happened to him before. Axelrod.
Bautista's looking for that fastball or something up. There's a strike and a count 2-1. So the count 3-1. There's a strike and it's full.
That was a very good pitch, and I don't know what Bautista is complaining about. That ball had the entire plate. You'll watch on pitch tracks. This is not even close to being a ball.
So once again, a 3-2 pitch. It'll be the 37th pitch here for Sergio. And another walk. Bases loaded. Third walk of the inning.
Now we got a pinch runner for Bautista.
Dwayne Wise. We will never forget him.
Nope.
So here's the dangerous Adam Lynn. He is 0 for 4. Makes first pitch strike. One and one to count. Goes through it at 96. Throw him another one right there. Same spot. That one at 97.
Yeah, getting a little slippery around the mound. Back foot went out from under him.
Blocked nicely by AJ.
Save the tying run. That was a tough block.
This will be the 43rd pitch this inning.
So it's a lot of work.
The 2-2. Just got a piece of it.
Probably the best slider he threw this inning. And he was able to hit the top stitch.
Mercy, Lord have mercy.
And AJ had to rush to get to the baseball to get the tag at the plate.
Let's get to our GMC player of the game. It is Dylan Axelrod pitching up his first major league victory. Now we have an announcement for you. That's our GMC player of the game. And the announcement will read it at his given to us. The Chicago White Sox have agreed to Ozzie Guillen's request to be released from his contract, allowing the manager to pursue other opportunities. Quote, We certainly cannot thank Ozzie enough for all he has done during his 8 seasons as manager of the White Sox, highlighted by an unforgettable 2005 World Series championship, said Jerry Reinsdorf, White Sox chairman. I personally appreciate everything he has done for this organization, our fans, and the city of Chicago. We shared the greatest moments together and wish him nothing but future success in baseball and in life. Ian, who led the White Sox to a 78-82 mark, now make that 79-82 mark in 2011, and a 679-617 record during his 8 seasons as manager, will not be in uniform with the White Sox for the remaining 2 games of the 2011 season. So Ozzie Guillen has managed his last game as a member and manager of the Chicago White Sox. Steve?
Yeah, Ozzie was very easy to deal with. Obviously, this year, high hopes in spring training. I remember Badcock, we all talked about. We thought this was going to be a real good ball club. We thought this was going to be a great year. It didn't turn out that way for anybody. For Ozzie, I echo the sentiments. We just wish him all the luck in the world, wherever it is he winds up. And he's a good manager. He's going to be a good manager. He's going to be better. And for him, it worked out the way I think he thought it would. For the Sox, they just have to look ahead now.
I've known Ozzie since he has been every game he's been in the White Sox uniform as a player and as a manager. I love Ozzie. I always will love Ozzie. But sometimes a change has to be made.
Yep.
All right. So for my partner, Steve Stone, our director, Jim Angio, our producer, Mike Leary, our associate producer, Dave Ross, our technical manager, Mark Harper. Mark Harper also